Hi, this is Rainbow Harmony, here to help you find balance and peace to live a more colorful life. And this is your personal reading. I'm so excited to do this one for you. I have to say that I've absolutely loved every single one of your comments. You were one of the first people to ever comment on my videos. And getting that first comment was like the sweetest thing ever. And I know you watch like every single video of mine, and I just really appreciate all of your feedback and all of your love, and I feel so much light coming from you. I don't know, it's funny, I've kind of, since I've seen you comment so much, I've kind of already tapped into your energy a little bit, and I kind of feel you, sister, you know what I mean? I feel you. And you said in your email that you feel like you really resonate with me, and like you love these readings, and like you feel like I'm really speaking straight to you sometimes, even in some of my other personal readings. So I'm hoping that you'll enjoy this, and I know you already will, so I just want to say thank you in advance. And anyone else who's watching this reading, feel free to stay tuned. Maybe there's some information that will come out for you as well. Feel free to contact me for a personal reading. I also have the ability to set these readings to private, which I've been doing a lot of recently. So if you don't want your reading to be public, even though it's still anonymous, I can put it private. So let's get started here. Your current energy. Well, all of a sudden we're starting off with a major blockage, which is really interesting. I'm seeing this purification card come through, and I'm being prompted to actually read the guidebook to you, which I've been doing for a lot of people lately. Because I feel like this is just so huge for you right now. Like, you really need this purification. So let's start with this. This says, "This message comes as a help and not as an affront or a criticism. Your vessel has become clogged by overuse of harsh chemicals, and the offending source is within your psyche. You've been ignoring your body's many signals and screams for relief from the steady ingestion of impurities. Perhaps you've also noticed a slump in your energy level, and your degree of joy has lagged as well. Never mind these past effects, though, as the solution is at hand right now. Now that you've heard this message, do not hesitate for even a moment to make new arrangements. You want to keep a sharp focus on the contents of your mind and speech as well, for the words you think and speak are the very diet that supports or thwarts you. Choose purity, and I promise you a changed outlook for the better." So basically, they're saying follow your guidance about making lifestyle changes, avoid processed foods and sugar, eat more organic foods, vegetarian or vegan, go on a detox diet. Anything that stands out to you from that passage, trust yourself here. But what I'm seeing is that there's a huge blockage with your creativity. I think the reason why your energy is blocked right now is because you haven't been expressing yourself creatively. And I see that you are a huge artist. You have these gifts also of motivating and uplifting other people. And you have this ability to draw a lot of energy into your life. And I think what's happening right now is this energy, since you're not channeling it into your creativity, it's turning into anxiety. And this has happened to me in my own life. Whenever I'm not expressing myself creatively and not like in that flow, I tend to get a little bit more anxiety. I tend to get a little bit more depressed. And so I feel like this is something that's affecting you right now. And a really simple solution is, of course, taking very good care of your body, but you know, channeling your creativity, painting, writing, dancing, speaking, whatever comes to you naturally is what you need to be doing to express yourself right now. And funny enough, if you do this, if you express yourself, you unblock that creative energy, that will help you with your relationships. It'll help you with your finances. It'll actually help with every area of your life. Because the center for creativity is your sacral chakra. That's the chakra center that's right below your belly button and towards the back just a little bit. That is your center for relationships, but it's also the center for creativity. And so if your creative energy is blocked, it's going to affect your relationships. It's going to affect your life. And so they're saying to allow this to flow through you, be creative, and this will help ground you and give you a firm foundation to move forward. And also it will create a lot of magic and synchronicity in your life. Because when you're creative, you're connecting with the divine. and you're being authentic, and you're in a really high vibration, and that high vibration attracts like things into your life, like synchronicities, miracles, just opportunities. So very beautiful. Next, we're going to see what energy is leaving your life. And I'm seeing this reunion card. So I think you were going through a time in your life where you were meeting a lot of new people. Perhaps people who are from your soul family, people who you really resonate with. New people recently came into your life, and it's a really exciting time for you. So this card's coming, and if they haven't come, then they're definitely coming. And this card says, you're just getting started, so have patience with yourself in the process and do not give up. So some type of new beginning was in your recent past, and I'm not seeing anything too crazy. I'm seeing that you went through a difficult time in the distant past, but the most recent past was like your new beginning from that. And so it'll be interesting to see, oh, this makes a lot of sense, what energy is coming in. Now you're in a transition, okay? So first comes death, then comes rebirth, and then comes transition. And you're wondering, where am I transitioning to? Well, you're transitioning to another death and another rebirth. It's a cycle. And so right now in the middle of this transition, you're feeling like you're lost because you're just going around in this circle, and you want to get through the door. The door might represent like a new job, or abundance, or a time of more fertility and growth in your life, but I'm getting the message that it's just not the season for that. That there's these other lessons you need to learn at this time, which is why you're where you're at. You might feel kind of stuck, but you're not. These cards are talking about there's some type of separation that you're in. So maybe like you have a soulmate out there, or a twin flame, or like a partner that you are desiring. Maybe you have the longing for like a connection with a person, and I see that you're in separation. In a love connection, and that it's been difficult for you because you really want to manifest a connection into your life in this area, or like a deeper connection. But right now it's more important that you have a strong connection with yourself and a strong connection with life and with spirit, So that's the energy that's coming in. Next, we're going to go ahead and look into your love life. We already kind of touched on that just a little bit. So I'm seeing this easy does it card. It says, there's no need to hurry or force things to happen. Everything is occurring in perfect timing. And I see the fulfillment card reversed, which makes me think you are going to be fulfilled, but it's not going to be for a while. I see a huge late relationship on the horizon, but it's still a little while away, and that's why we're getting this Be Strong card in separation. They're like, we see you, we know you want this connection, but it's not time for that yet. It's not the season. So what's the next step for you in love? You're really being called to walk in faith right now. They're saying you and your loved ones are safe and protected. They want you to focus on your joy and your bliss, because when you're focused on this is what attracts love, because like attracts like. You have to fall in love with yourself. You have to fall in love with life before you can really attract this intense romance you're looking for into your life. And so they're just wanting to point you back to yourself, to point you back to your own abundance and your own inner joy, because that's what's going to ultimately draw someone into your life. So nurture that. It's more about you. It's more about your journey here. So now that we did love, we're going to go ahead and move on to career. So I see there's been a lot of trouble in this area. At this moment, they're really wanting you to be bold, and there's some type of divine intervention that's coming through. It's so interesting. I'm going to draw a clarifier. I'm like, what's going on? You're going through a lot of changes. That's what I feel. Interesting. So you're going through a lot of changes. You're becoming a lot more spiritual. I feel like you're in the middle of a spiritual awakening, and it's going fast. I mean, man, spiritual awakening is bizarre. it's so interesting how many of us have been going through this. It's basically just something comes into your life from out of the blue to shake you up and to make you think and question, you know? Maybe it's just a desire to learn something new, or sometimes it's a loss or change that happens in your life that leads you here. But whatever it is that led you to this path, you're at this point now where you're needing to be bold with your truth. You've found yourself spiritually, and I'm going to turn to this one, Ten of Flames. You found yourself spiritually, and so now you kind of understand what it is your gifts are, and like you're wanting to offer them. You're wanting to help others. Like you really have this gift of encouraging and inspiring and motivating. And for some reason, fitness and exercise is coming up for you, like a fitness leader. I'm also seeing some type of coach or like working with children is coming up for you too. This is saying that your difficulties are going to end in this area. A new future is awaiting you. It's time to put a bad situation behind you. You're going to be developing and learning your new abilities and talents. And it's time to deliberate. It's time to move forward and deliberate in this area of your life with your career and to be bold. And this card is so wonderful, the Freya card. It really has a lot of inspiration, so I'm going to read this to you as well. It says, "Don't play it safe right now. Instead, take bold action in the direction of your true heart's desire. Success comes not from timidity, but from committing yourself fully to realizing your dream. Hold the clear intention of success, and it shall come about. Enjoy the excitement of taking risks, of being bold, and of being daring. And be sure to celebrate your success with a party or by splurging on a wonderful indulgence." That's so sweet. So you need to not play it safe. With that said, what is the next step? Here we go. Be honest with yourself. What is your heart's true desire? I've been saying this to everybody lately. Everyone's wondering what to do with your career. I'm like, I don't know. What do you like to do? What's fun to you? Everyone keeps forgetting about fun. It's supposed to be fun, you guys. You're like all worried about, oh, is it going to pay the bills? Is it going to be enough? Is it going to work out? Am I going to make it? And I don't care, you know? I don't care what you want to do. If you want to be a fashion designer, if you want to be the creative director of Sunshine, if you want to be Rainbow Harmony, you can do whatever you want. This is an unlimited, abundant universe that we live in. But the problem with this world, maybe not the problem, but the hiccup, I guess, is that this is a world of contrast. So fear exists, okay? It's an illusion, but it exists, you know? There is the fear you're going to have to fight. There are going to be times where you don't know what next step to take, and you're going to have to take risks. That's going to be part of the journey. There's going to be times where no one else around you is going to have the solution, and you're going to have to trust your gut and your own internal guidance to move forward. There might be times when, you know, other people aren't going to have the answers. So basically, you're going to have to rely a lot on yourself on this new path that you're going to take. You're going to have to learn how to really get connected with the divine and trust the visions and the dreams and your desires that you have in your heart. There's a reason that you've been given these desires. It's because they're meant to be. There's a reason that you're good at the things that you're good at. This all fits into a bigger picture. So, how about we pull a card on your spiritual gifts? Let's see what spiritual gift you have that's going to help you move forward in this new line of work. Okay. Ah! You have clairaudience. So you have the spiritual gift of clairaudience. And what this is it's clear hearing. You can receive intuitive messages through your inner hearing. To some people, this might sound like hearing voices, but it's not like hearing like voices like you're having some issues or anything. It's more like an inner hearing. It can sound like directions, like go that way, or stop, or choose that one. Sometimes this clairaudience, this inner hearing, can sound like your own voice, just giving you directions. But this own voice is distinguished from your inner dialogue because it's not fearful. It's more wise. It's not going to judge you. It's not going to put you down. It's not like your ego. It's your higher self. So it's basically your voice of reason. So this makes so much sense. You need to really get connected with your intuition and your voice of reason. And I feel like expressing yourself creatively is going to help unblock some of that for you. So next, we're going to go ahead and see... Ooh, look, there you got an opportunity card. We're going to see what is going on for you spiritually and what the next step is for you when it comes to the spiritual side of your life. Well, I was just tripping out over this golden opportunity card. There's something about you and your ability to bring other people together and to inspire people and give them hope. And it's funny it's funny because I guess that's kind of like what I'm trying to do here, what I'm doing, but you're going to be doing it in your own unique way. This might just be something that I feel like you've already been doing this naturally, no matter what job you've worked in, no matter who's come across your path. This is like the role that you're playing. And they're wanting you to think about maybe creating a job or creating a lifestyle for you where you can do this more, this motivating, this inspiring. And you can even just start by making like an Instagram account and posting a whole bunch of inspiring memes and just adding other people who make accounts like that, and just do your best to just spread light and love and joy. I love social media. There's so many ways to do your thing and get connected with other like-minded people. I'm so blown away and thankful for this community that I guess I'm building here. Everyone seems to really be on the same page as me, and it's cool. Like you came to me and you were connecting with me because we have these gifts in common, like very similar gifts. And I've only seen this with like just a couple people who've come to do readings from me. This is very unique to you. There's a lot of opportunity. You got the opportunity card from this deck. You got the opportunity card from this deck. I just feel like you have a lot of anxiety that you need to clear before you can move forward. You do have the potential to have just like this really bright, bold future, creating an abundance, doing what you love. So what's the next step for you spiritually? And they're just saying to continue holding your light. Like, you're already doing everything really great in this area. There's not a lot of information coming through other than continue to stand up for what you believe is right and continue to hold your light. So we have a couple more cards before we wrap this up. I wanted to ask what you should be open to receive. So this is kind of like a little bit of like, what's in your future kind of question. So what should you be open to receive? And look, you got the receptivity card. So they're saying before you can receive, you need to be open. They're saying allow yourself to receive. This will increase your intuition, energy, and ability to give to others. There is some type of soulmate or someone like that coming into your life, and they really don't want you to push it away. So they're like, be open to receive. And I know how that goes. I have this horrible habit of like pushing people that I love or I'm into away. And sometimes it's like a really subconscious thing that you do. And the message is coming out for you and for everyone who's watching. You are worthy to be fulfilled in your love life. You are worthy to be fulfilled in your love life. And that is coming through for you and everyone who's watching, and for me. So your overall advice now is they want you to have boundaries, because since you're such a kind, giving, generous person, there's certain people who come on your path and who have come on your path who've taken advantage. And they're wanting you to use your inner knowing and maybe even remember your spiritual gift of clairaudience, your voice of reason, to know who you should be allowing into your circle and who you shouldn't. There's a lot of travel for you in your future. If you're confused about like how you're supposed to be using your gifts and like moving forward with that, they're saying you'll receive a lot of inspiration as you travel. Yes, there's a lot of confusion around you, but I think like 99% of this confusion could be unblocked if you just express yourself creatively. I started painting, and somehow my life just started flowing back into alignment. So make some cards. Maybe you can make yourself some cards with some uplifting messages on them or something. Peace out.